Hello everyone, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World with another exciting basement update. We are flocking figures. Now this video is going to be under 5 minutes. All we're going to talk about is getting your flocking material together. Okay, we are flocking, by the way, Dervish's Fuzzy Wuzzies. We're going to do the Dervishes tonight. You're going to see a video of how to get your flocking material together. Okay, first thing is, I bought some sand, and I'm pouring it into this tub. There we go. And you can use playground sand. You can also buy this sand that you get for playgrounds. I don't think it's really a big deal if you buy, the Model Scenic products for sand. I mean, you're only using it to flock some figures. All right. Well, what do we do next? Well, I need a brown paint, but it also needs glue in it. So I have Elmer's glue, about 50% Elmer's glue with paint, and we are using just classic caramel that I just grabbed something that has a sand color to it in my piles of paint. Of course, I don't have as much paint as the great Jim Shaw of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. If you saw that video that's got over 4,000 views, I think, where he teaches you how to paint in his fast style. So right now, I'm mixing up our mixture. And so it needs to be thin enough to paint quickly, but you need enough consistency for it to stick. So there we go. And I'm no expert. I just do good enough to get by. And again, I'm also trying to save money. As Derek says, I'm always trying to do things as inexpensive as possible. And not everyone has a giant budget for wargaming. And I'm sorry about the clicking sound. I forgot to turn one of my knobby things on this tripod. All right, now I'm going to do one set of figures, one base. All right, and I'll just grab one here. So we have some Dervishes here, and if you're at all curious, I normally keep my glue mixture on my left because I'm left-handed, and then my sand, and then I place, so you'll see I have my figures here. I'm left-handed. I hit them with the glue, then I hit them with the sand, and then I have a piece of cardboard normally here, and it's just an assembly line. So we're going to do one figure, one base here. So I get my goop, and all I'm doing is putting it down, just like I'm painting this piece of wood. And I've made a couple videos on flocking, but not with desert sand. And I had someone leave a message. And I got to say thank you to all of you. Ronald McDonald out there, I know you've been wanting to make a donation, but you're just fine. Just watch my videos. I really appreciate all your wonderful notes. And to all of you, I'm not asking for money for my donations. I would like everyone to buy a calendar. That's true, but my donation money that I give to these historic sites is coming from views of all of you watching my channel. So, I'm not asking for cash or anything like that. Just to watch the channel, and I'm hoping that every month I raise a little bit more. And of course, this month it's Toys for Tots with Sean and everyone at the Fall-In event. And hopefully we'll have a good event with Fort William Henry. And Fort William Henry is still sitting in my living room, by the way, the fireplace room. And my wife is just being fantastic about not complaining about a lot of boxes. So you'll see I have my mixture on here. And then we're going to put it in this sand mixture. Now I have to see how it's sticking. Now you'll notice here, it is not really sticking well. So my mixture is a little too thin, I think. All right, so what I do is we take our mixture bowl, and I probably put a little too much paint and a little too much water in it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add a bit more glue to it to give it a little bit more stickiness. Is stickiness a word? By the way, I'm quite amazed with my promotions of Goober the Traveling Bear, my videos, and the Goober calendar. But I had another newspaper contact me for another interview for another place, and they don't want to talk about my board war games or miniatures. They want to talk about the YouTube channels and how I've been helping very small museums. And 2 weeks ago I did a video of a quilt museum. I'm amazed how many quilt museums are out there in America, by the way. And for those of you that live on the East Coast or whatever, many of you may have a grandmother or great grandmother that made a quilt for people in the family, and it's still been a treasured heirloom. Okay, now you see my consistency is a little thicker, and we're going to try this again. And there. So we got our sand. We are not perfect. One of the nice things about my channel is I don't worry about being perfect. I joke with my wife, in probably another decade or so, I won't be around anymore. And Josh will have to freaking figure out how to get all this stuff out of my basement one day. And Steve Mines of Age of Glory. And but anyhow, I love joking about that. So this is a quick, you'll notice I missed a little bit on a base here. But for the most part, that's how you flock some figures. Now I could throw a little bit of green in here if I wanted to. Let's say I could add a little bit to the sand, and even add some twigs, brush, whatever. So that is it for the quick flocking of the Dervish. I think that's what I'll name this video later tonight. I'm hoping to flock all of those figures out there. All right. And I don't know if I'll run the camera or not. I'll check the comments. I don't want everyone to get bored. But I did have some people asking me about the flocking again. And I do have hundreds and hundreds of videos on the channel. But unfortunately, I'm a bit like the Mad Hatter on how I have them organized. So sometimes it is difficult to find something. So there we go. And I guess that's it for now. And gosh, I'm at 9 minutes. I was supposed to do this under 3 or 4. I'm going to flock all the Dervish. I hoping to get all this flock this week, and then getting ready for the Belgium game. Thursday, I pick up the figures from Jim Shaw. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous. Thank you, every one of you that watch my channel. I truly appreciate it. And a shout out to Ronald McDonald, way over in England, young fellow or whatever. I don't even know how old he is, but thank you for all your wonderful comments.